Now, I am dating an Igbo lady who I wish to marry. In fact, I would have married her if not for the very costly bride list. At the same time, some of my... Why are you people laughing now? At the same time, some of my family members are not in support apart from some revelations, then in bracket, that we might not make a happy couple or that my mom won't accept her. She dreamt lately that my mother pursued her away. That's in bracket. Well, she sees in her dream, which I regard as premonitions. That's what she's saying, some revelations that this lady sees in her dreams, that he regards as revelations, as premonitions. I still always pray for my best marriage mate. Recently, a lady moved into my compound. We had no close contact apart from greeting until she fell ill and traveled for 2 weeks. I missed her during this time. When she came back and was still ill, I supported her in prayers and some kindness, and she got better by God's grace. I see her as a nice sister to introduce to a friend of mine in Kaduna whenever he comes around. Just natural likeness. My babe came recently, which and she saw for the first time when my babe was around. I got an SMS from my uncle that I can't marry her. I didn't tell her anyway, due to one reason, without him knowing that she was in Lagos, and she had a dream the same night. The following week, she left. I dreamt that the Delta lady in my compound came to where I was lying down and started kissing me. I waved it off as ordinary dream, and 5 days later, this lady had come back home from the middle of Sunday service and called me that she had feelings for me. I was gripped with fear and could not tell her anything other than that she should pray very well about it. Please, I want your advice. Do you understand the story?
Yeah, he's a bit, but I get the gist.
You get the gist.
He has a relationship, he's Yoruba, has a relationship with an Igbo girl, and he's liking a Delta girl.
Who is in his school?
Who stays in his compound.
The Igbo girl
is a dreamer.
Is a dreamer. The Igbo girl keeps having these dreams that his family and so on will not like her. Are pursuing her everywhere. He admits also that his own people too have said that she might not be suitable. Yeah. And he also has fears about the bride price.
True.
And then there's this Delta lady who has moved in, who goes
to church.
Who goes to church. I have a headache. Okay, what do you think is going on here?
I think all these dream issues. See, I have an opinion about dreams. You know, you dream from the multitude of your business. If you're thinking about, you're desperate for money, probably start dreaming of money. You dream from God, and you dream from the devil. My opinion. You understand? There are various sources, so you have to know what's troubling you. I think that his girlfriend, this Igbo girl, is a troubled person. As in, troubled by the family. By the fact that she's marrying into Yoruba. You see, when you marry another human being, it comes with its own baggage. Talk less of when it's intertribal. You even have a bit more. It can be worked out. But some people have natural fears. Will they accept me? The language thing. Will they be talking about me? Will the mother like me if I don't cook egusi and I cook ogbono? You know, that kind of thing. So I think, well, he's afraid of buying yams and building houses as a claim that you must do if you want to marry Igbo.
I mean, is that true? Where's that big girl?
It's an allegation.
It's not true.
It's an allegation.
So who's the Igbo girl here?
As a claim.
It's not true, is it?
They say you must build house for your father-in-law and you must buy all the new yams in town. But so maybe this man is afraid because he's listening to hearsay evidence. Instead of asking his wife, show me the list. Or asking his girlfriend, show me the list if there's really a list. But now, he says there's somebody in his house that he has the likeness of a sister for. I put it to him that he's not telling the truth. Because you are dreaming that the girl is kissing you. What kind of dream is that? And then she comes and
he
she
said
says...
he intended to introduce her to his friend in Kaduna.
Yes, but apparently he just saw that, why give this gift to a friend? Why not just keep this gift at home? But I think that he's liking two women at the same time. And he's attempting to confuse us here. I think he's liking two women. I think he's afraid. He thinks Delta might be closer to his own home.
Whether you are wicked.
No, but that's what I think, really. That's what I think. He thinks that his family might have problems with her. She already has fears about that. And maybe it's because he's not assuring her that, I'll be there for you. They might have, yes. All families probably think, don't marry Japanese, don't marry German. But, if you tell them that I really care about this person and I think we can make it work and this person cares for me too, I think families will I'm for integration of this whole country so that we can stop all the nepotism and tribalism that goes on, you know. But he's into Delta. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I also agree that he's into this Delta
Delta line.
You know, one thing maybe I'm not the person to give advice, because people always look at me and say, look, are you married yourself? Yeah. You know, and I always say, for example, that I'm not married is because I've chosen not to be. If I want to marry tomorrow, well, I will find.
I know that will be easy.
You know, but it's not about just marrying. It's about finding the person that you know that you want to share the rest of your life with. And I put it to you that when you meet that person, you will know. There will be no doubts in your mind that this person, I must be with this person. And from what I've read from this young man, he's not sure. It's obvious that he's concerned about the young lady beyond even his family and her ethnicity. Yeah. I think he has concerns that he's not admitting to. And some of that concern he has transferred. That lady can sense it. And that's why she's having all those premonitions and dreams. And you know, people here, because we are very oral and we are very diplomatic in the way we put things. You know, people will go around the bend, they'll tell stories, they'll tell you Afajapa and Yoribo to tell you where they're going. As against people who just tell you to your face that, look, I'm not sure this thing is, you know, if a woman came like that here, it's been my problem. If a woman came and said something to you directly, people don't know how to deal with that. In fact, if a man does it, they don't know how to deal with it. Talk less a woman comes. So if she comes and says, look, I feel that you're not being upfront to me. I feel you have concerns about such and such and such. He would think she's not modest. So she's going about the way she knows, telling all these dreams and premonitions and trying to tell him that she's unsure. And because he himself has doubts, he's not able to assure her. So I don't think that relationship,
it's not on
I don't think it's on a sound footing. Now, as regards this Delta lady, this guy should stop hiding under church and brotherhood and sisterhood. Sometimes you are not even sure you like somebody. I mean, the way he painted it at the beginning, it might be true, Wally, that he didn't really think that he would like. He might have met her and be attracted to her. And it was when she was ill and she went away and he realized that he does feel more for this lady. But because he's told himself that he's not allowed to feel that, which is okay. If you are committed to one person, you should resolve that commitment before you move on to another person. So I can understand his confusion and, you know, all of that. But I think that the first person to tell the truth to is himself. He's got to look himself in the face and tell himself what he wants and what he doesn't want. And the other lady, you know, coming from church and saying that she likes him, obviously there must be some kind of attraction between the two of them. For him to be able to find out if he really wants this woman, he has to resolve the Igbo issue before he moves to the Delta issue.
And he might be going to the northern issue.
So really,
there's a possibility.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I can tell that first relationship, the one with the girl is saying that he wants to marry. You don't marry on whim and caprice. I mean, people do it all the time, and it leads to such unhappiness.
You pay for it in the end.
It's unnecessary.
What was gripping him with fear? He said when she told him, is he saying that he didn't know that she was going to say that thing? He'd been dreaming about kissing her. See dreams all over this.
All right, Wale, you're just hard. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for everybody. I'm sorry for all of them in that situation. It just seems to be so confused, and he should go with where his heart is. You know. Anyway, so I've got.